Blizzard has fully killed Diablo 4. Diablo 4 has had a pretty wild week, and that is putting it lightly. The season of the Malignant is finally upon us, and though there are many players raring and ready to go when it comes to the new content for Diablo 4, some are still tailing behind while attempting to complete the game's story and clear the map. It's frustrating for some that they're going to have to create a new character to get involved in the new content, but in many cases it's the least of their worries, as players scrambling to try the new content are completely tanking the game's servers, and the new updates have caused absolute havoc to the game. Plenty of new content has finally been unleashed in the Sanctuary, and it's no surprise that Diablites want to jump in and take it out for a spin. The problem is, too many of you are trying to get involved, and the Blizzard servers simply cannot handle it. Diablo 4 Season 1 has given way to wait times that players didn't see coming at all. Some are left at the title screen and the character select screen for 10, maybe even 15 minutes at a time, but funnily enough, that's not even the worst of the problems that's happened. Blizzard really have seemed to have kicked the hornet's nest when it comes to its latest Diablo 4 patch. Patch 1.1.0 is an absolute disaster. To say that it hasn't gone down well with the audience will be a dramatic understatement. The update has made sweeping changes to the game's balances, most notably nerfing a wide range of class builds and damage enhancing mechanics. To put it simply, a lot of players who had toiled away their hard-earned time at creating powerful characters feel like they've now been punished for doing so for no good reason at all, and Blizzard have yet to give an actual real reason why they've done all this. Players are currently review bombing Diablo 4 into oblivion on Metacritic, taking it down from ratings in the high 9s to ratings under 3. While it was expected some other builds, particularly ones that were relying on bug scaling for huge amounts of damage, would be taken down a notch, no one was really expecting the lack of significant buffs to make up for it. All that we've really seen in the grand scheme of things is a large scale of nerfs to all classes that have made the game just feel, well, much worse. Blizzard have had to schedule a stream to address the patch complaints, in what no doubt will be a large amount of damage control. Honestly, if they turn the comments on for that, it's going to be a wild watch. Content creator DatMods has stated that this might be the worst ARPG patch out of any ARPG I've ever played. And no, I'm not being dramatic about saying that. Asmongold also stepped in saying that if you say you're thirsty and someone throws you in a pool, that doesn't fix the problem. And if you say that you're cold and someone lights you on fire, that also doesn't fix the problem. While the volume of class buffs to class nerfs was about 10 to 1, and new build crafting has barely begun, it's more about what was nerfed in addition to the neutral nerfs that affect all classes. The end result of the update is that you're doing much less damage and taking more damage no matter what build you're running. Even ones that didn't get specifically targeted are still in the firing line and have still been affected. Sorcerers are the worst off, and they've been absolutely devastated by this patch, with their only viable build being heavily nerfed, their overall survivability being nerfed to the ground, especially considering the fact they already had the worst stats of this in the entire game, and there actually being no viable alternative builds emerging through all the buffs for the Sorcerer as well, making the entire class feel absolutely useless and annoying anybody who's played it since the start. The new Malignant Heart gems that have launched with this season give a legendary aspect equivalent effect, and many believe that this will skew the balance, so much so that the old values could not be left where they were, which is why these big nerfs were needed. This patch affects characters on the Eternal Realm as well, so if you're not playing Season 1 and collecting these Malignant Hearts, the buffs that you receive from them won't be present in the game at all, yet your characters will still have been completely nerfed. It's clearly a move by Blizzard to push people towards playing seasonal content, but at the same time it's ostracizing those who have chosen to not play the seasonal content, and with a lot of their audience having builds that they've perfected since the start of the game and not wanting to start a new character, it really is a damaging move by them to put so much emphasis into the Malignant Hearts, which are only present in seasonal content. Essentially, the game is potentially sacrificing those players on the altar because they've chosen not to play a mode that has been forced on them and will make them restart from the beginning. It is a ridiculously bold move by Blizzard that seems to have backfired completely in their faces. I would predict that a lot of hot fixes are going to come very soon, and even though Metacritic scores aren't the be-all and end-all, this move is really putting off any new players from joining the game. Hopefully this is all addressed in the latest Fireside chat, but at present it is just not looking good for the game as a whole. I'm praying it gets fixed soon because I have absolutely loved Diablo 4 so far. While it's not the be-all and end-all for me when it comes to playing Diablo, I have to admit it's very annoying, and it has seen a lot of people's hard work essentially being thrown down the toilet. If you like this video and you want more things Diablo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment about what your thoughts are about the latest Diablo update. I've been Ollie and I will catch you next time.